Greetings and welcome. Thank you for stopping by here on YouTube Live at The Real Bloom from Within Love. I go by Bloomy, and anything that you all need to know about me should be listed in the description box. And I just want to say thank you to all of you who are subscribers, viewers that come here divinely guided under high vibrational love and light energy. I just want you to know I appreciate you and welcome. And this is not a reading, though you do see the Kipper. And in the title, this is specifically pertaining to me. Now, I will add a disclaimer that, many of you that are on a similar path, this may very well resonate for you, okay? Because I do realize that often we have similar storylines and things of that nature, okay? So if the things that I'm sharing is resonating with you, okay, so then this is your story, it's your confirmation. But this is really pertaining to me. And I feel like I have to do it. It's not something that, who wants to have to do that, right? But in my particular situation, I feel like I have to. Not only, just for me, but because of where I'm going in life and the things that I do, the platforms and things of that nature. And so I have to share some things with folks in terms of why am I saying this? Okay, so I have to do my part, especially now that I am in the full knowledge of some of the things that's been going on for a very long time behind my back. So since I know this, I feel like I need to put a public notice out. For those of you who are on a similar path as myself, anybody that is looking to possibly partner up with me, um, whether you're in the same industry, anything of that nature, or even, you know, as moving forward, anybody that I date or marry, or, so I'm just putting it out there in advance. Okay. Before I get into why you guys see all these pictures here, these cards, this is what I want to say. I know it's kind of it's a catch 22, a little bit oxymoron, because most of the time things that we're taught in modern society and your standard psychology is that um if you want to know something about someone, then you just kind of look at their family. Okay, and in most cases that it holds a level of truth to that. But those that are on divine paths have usually been born into very karmic families, meaning that their family is the very system that would be opposing them purposefully. So, for people to try to go to the family or to get info with those types of families, you're not going to get accurate information. You're going to be being steered in the wrong direction. You're going to be being confused because chances are they do use black magic and high level manipulation. So you're going to be being steered in the wrong direction. They're going to paint a very, very, very wrong picture to you. So I just want to say that, in 2022, it serves us well to sharpen our own intellect and our own intuition and find higher vibrational ways to do our due diligence regarding those that we are either wanting to partner up in relationships with or business or anything of that nature. Because when you have karmic family, they basically they stalk you behind the scene. So if you have any social media platforms, they're always watching, they're stalking you. Okay, seeing who you're interacting with, seeing who's liking your pictures, your content. They're doing this for a very long time. And, especially if you've already commenced to cut them off, they do it anyway, but especially if you've already, cut them off, if a person has already cut them off. And with that being said, they've been in the bushes, basically stalking the person, watching their movement, watching their pose, watching the activity, watching those they interact with. And then in some of their cases, then they start to reach out to some of these people. And you all need to be careful there, okay? Do your research, okay? Do your own. Because an alert, I would be alarmed. Like, I don't know you. Why are you reaching out to me? You know what I'm saying? So all of that fake concern, or, I just want to send you a message and that type of stuff to put sow seeds of doubt into people's mind about the collective. Okay. Now, this is what has happened to me particularly. That's why I said this is a public notice. I discovered this. Okay. So, in other words, especially those that are jealous and those that want to be you, those that want your life, those that, want to take what belongs to you and all of that stuff. So they commence a whole plan. They start doing their rituals, and they start conspiring with other people to help, back up the whole stories and all of this good old stuff. Okay. And then they start to send them messages or to flirt or, whatever the case may be, all behind one's back. That's my story. So if you follow me on Bloom from Within Love on any portal and platform, please know that I have a family of karmics that has participated amongst others that they, come into collaboration with, cyber stalking me, cyber bullying me, watching everything that I do, okay? And then reaching out to people to either try to um, interfere, sow lies, all sorts of things about me, okay? So it is highly recommended that if you're wondering about Bloom from Within Love and Blooming, I recommend that first and foremost, learn how to connect with your own higher guidance system and intuition, and learn how to go other routes other than that. Because when individuals have karmic families, they're going to sabotage everything. And chances are they're going to try to get you entrapped in something too. So it'll serve you well to, okay, I would be concerned, Joe Schmo, you don't see them on the person's page, but you're getting an inbox. Like, what is that about? Okay. So I'm letting you guys know now, do not trust nothing that they say about me. Nothing. Okay. I already told a part of the story in terms of what my mom and sister was doing behind my back. Okay. So here's who they are. Okay. What you're looking at is the Kipper. And this is why I'm saying, you guys, don't listen to a word. I don't care if they're crying. I don't care if they're saying they're holding a Bible close to their chest. I don't care. I don't care if they get all of their kids and their kids' friends and their kids. I don't care. I don't care. They're liars. They're thieves. They're envious and jealous and competitive and greedy and hateful. They have been practicing dark magic on me and my son for years. They have been trying to sabotage my progression in life for years. They have gone behind my back to try to steer people away from me, to steal from me, because they wanted me to be left alone and devastated and without anything. And they wanted it for themselves. And they wanted me to be codependent and have to be some type of a beggar. And so I'm letting you guys know now. They're under judgment. Not by me, by the universe. God, source, creator, for their conduct. They are false persons. They are karmics, masquerading as Christians, masquerading as loving, masquerading as all of that. Okay? But they're thieves. They stole from me. They know they did. And they know what they stole. Okay? They're impoverished. They will be impoverished, but they wanted me to be in poverty and stuck and imprisoned and tried to get me trapped and caught in so many different things. False allegations, tried to set me up, wish death upon me and my son, spreading false concern because they want me in despair. Okay? So they are hell bent on trying to take what's mine. And they are under judgment in all those that they collaborate with. And some of them, most of them, are under investigation. So if you get some kind of a message, a phone call, an inbox of any sort from anyone claiming to be my family, let this be known to you. It is ill advised. Turn them away. Do not respond. Do not engage. Okay? Because, like I said, they do practice black magic. Okay? They will deny it and they try to hide behind false Christianity, but they do. They pay for it. They do it. Okay? And even in their so-called prayers, it's threaded with death and things of that nature. So you listening to them or connecting to them would be bad luck for you. Steer clear. And I feel like this may resonate with a lot of collective because the truth of the matter is, you know, when you have karmic families and then you move on with your life and, you know, they're always stalking you and, you know, they're like leeches and hyenas, you know, they're always in the, you know, under the bushes on people's platforms and, you know, trying to steal, trying to see what they can sabotage. And so I feel like this may be for the collective. You know, we have to go past that, you know, in terms of like trying to see, you know, who we're dealing with and all of that, because the reality is, a whole lot of folks got a lot of toxic family. We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to believe it, but it's a little naive not to. So, you know, I'm putting that on public notice. It's ill advised. You're not going to get accuracy. They're thieves and liars. Okay? And will do anything for money. Okay? Even sacrifice their own with rituals and all that type stuff. Okay? So do not, do not, do not, do not. Okay? They are under judgment because they've been doing this stuff for a long time. Now, to the, you know, I'll say this to any of you who may, in the future, on a non-professional level, okay, or, you know, business level, separate of that, right? I want to tell you this. Watch out, okay? It's a reason I'm not dealing with my family. And so I invite you to find other ways, you know. We're in 2022, whoever you may be, because I'm speaking to the future here. But I highly recommend that you know, find other means to do, you know, to know about me, getting to know me or getting information. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you may feel like you got to do, but I'm letting you know now, it'll hurt you to listen to them. Okay? you'll come out more confused than ever and misdirected. Okay? And just on a general, for anybody who comes on here, this is something I feel like will be helpful, whether it's something to this severity or not, right? Check yourself. It's something I feel like we have to start doing a lot more. It's like, check yourself. When you're out there dating or you're getting to know somebody or, something like that, if you're being sneaky in terms of, um, if you feel you have to go behind the back of the person that you're dating and connect with her family members without, or his or her family members without them knowing, something's off about you, because that lacks integrity. We can't, it's something I've had to learn myself. I think I admitted and mentioned that, you know, looking in retrospect, I'm like, okay, I saw my Hioka empath, traits with my last relationship at the end. I knew that something was off. I knew he was lying. I knew that was foul play towards the ending of the connection. So because I knew it, I knew he was being deceptive and lying, I lied right back to him. But that is actually ill advised. You can get through it, but it's like, take the higher road. So that's my lesson. It's like, yeah, I reflected their deception, but don't even engage, because if people are going to be hell bent on being deceptive to you and they so-called supposed to be having some kind of connection or relationship with you, then they're not worth it and it's not worth your time. So just kind of just let them go and let them live in karmic hell where they're going. Okay? But I just want to say to all of you, like, start checking yourself. You can't ask for integrity if you're not of integrity. And so if you're doing something in a sneaky way, but trying to demand someone to give you all honesty, that is a double standard and it won't happen. Okay? So the greater question is, ask yourself, why are you doing that? Why would you go about something, in that manner? Is it perhaps because, something wrong with you? I'm just saying, because it's not that hard, Um, yeah. And if you do it, you should really call into question what you get, because what kind of family operates that way other than that which I mentioned, karmics? So it's almost like that law of cause and effect, law of vibration, because it's like, okay, you're putting out deceptive energy, you're putting out this sneakiness. So what you reap is sneakiness amplified. So when you're going behind someone's back in a sneaky, sly, collaborative way, what you're going to reap is what you did amplified. You're not going to get purity. You're not going to get divinity. You're not going to get integrity. You're not going to get 100% honesty. Why? Because you didn't operate that way. So chances are, folks out there, don't make your life overly complicated. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, grow up. Don't play with dark arts, because there's consequences that you and your people will have a hard time living with. Don't play with it. Okay? It's not worth it. I don't care what kind of benefits you heard so and so got and whoop, and everything comes with a price. Grow up and heal, and co-create and manifest and attract in an integral way. You'll get less of a headache. Okay? And don't engage with people's friends and family behind their back. And if you have to resort yourself to that, then First and foremost, you may need to go sit on the therapist couch. But second of all, you may need to question, well, maybe you shouldn't be in that, because if you got to do all of that, right? Or if you're a karmic yourself, because some people don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you are going in with the intentions and motivations to do harm to someone, you very well may be a karmic. Because no healthy human spend their days in life trying to, purposefully go hurt people for no reason. And I'm not talking about defending yourself. I'm not talking about standing up for yourself. I'm saying, like, nobody is in a relationship with someone, they're dating somebody that they claim they're in love with or whatever, and yet they're constantly conspiring. That doesn't even make sense. Something is wrong with that whole statement. And then, the irony is, then all of these individuals wonder why the party ends up getting over at some point. If we have to be toxic, hurtful, malicious, thievery, fuck shit, trying to cause people to be entrapped, trying to cause concern and death in people's lives, being fake as fuck, masquerading as pure, trying to cause poverty because they themselves are in poverty mindset, stealing, and then wonder why you get stole from, stealing, and then wonder why the wealth gets gobbled up, stealing, and then wonder why there's torture and torment at night. For what? In some cases, people going to jail, in prison, in the mind, spiritual jail. Some people literal, for trying to constantly cause despair in people's lives. It's a call to question, okay? Only you know who you are and what side that you truly reside, okay? But we got to wake up. People do have karmic, toxic families masquerading as the Brady Bunch, masquerading as the Huxtables, masquerading as the Partridge Family, or whatever you equate to a beautiful, loving, upstanding, God fearing family. Okay? It's real. So let it be heard loud and clear and understood. Oh, Bloomy Bloom, she does not deal with her family. She is not in communication with her family. And it is for a just cause. If you want to know more about me, I suggest you follow me and listen to me for yourself, first and foremost, to get your own mind and your own heart's guidance, okay? Learn how to do that. It'll be harder and harder for people to fool you. Then learn how to do your own due diligence in different ways, other than listening to people's family members that if you pay attention and watch, you go, oh, okay, crabs in a bucket. Oh, okay. So, yeah, like I said, I told you guys, I found out much. And so this is the stuff that they were doing. messaging people, saying stuff, So that's why I don't have a problem with saying stuff now because it pissed me off. And I have a right to defend since I was not granted the proper way of being able to speak for myself in all of these various different scenarios. I was not granted that, so I was granted it by source. I will speak and I will be heard. And that's why I tell people it's like if you have a question, oh, thank you, Light Team. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, yeah. So check. It's always better to go to the person, of course. But again, you yourself have to be of integrity. If you're trying to go to the person and you're lying to the person that you're trying to go to, then it's an oxymoron. Case in point, the night that I broke up with my ex, I remember him saying this. It's funny to me now because I remember what I said too. And I'm like, ooh, I'm looking back. I'm like, ooh, yeah, in your face, motherfucker. But so the night we broke up, he was like, we were, I already told you guys he had concocted an argument. It was all or like planned and shit. But anyway, so he was like, he said, he was like, tell me the truth about yada yada yada. It was a specific thing, right? And I know what it is. I knew what it was then. And what was funny is I kind of looked to my side, I looked at him. He was like, tell me the truth, woo, 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 right? I turned my face. I was like, mm-hmm. I said, how about this? How about you tell me the truth? I was like, are you going back to an ex? Are you married? Are you hooking up? Like, I called that shit out. Like, I'm like, that's that Hioka. Like, don't play that shit. Don't sit over there, call yourself, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get to a truth that, because you're not telling the truth that you're collaborating with my family anyway. Try again. So, see, when you do that, you have to be sure that you yourself is coming in the integrity. Because if you're coming in sneaky and if you got a bad motherfucker like me, they may reflect your shit. Especially if they smell it, they may reflect your same shit. Like, no, you don't get to reap the benefit of honor and integrity when you are dishonorable. Try again. Try again. Try again. It's a double standard. It's hypocrisy. So, just keep that in mind, right? But what I was about to say is, you guys, that as for me, I'm going to say this, just keeping on the 100. As for me personally and professionally, okay, in terms of whether it's friends, lovers, or potential, clients, customers, business partners, or whatever, I don't, I have a distaste for people who lack courage, okay? Um, I don't have the energy and time for that in my life anymore. The phase and stage of life that I'm in is like I feel like I have to be dealing with people who are mature. Okay. So what I mean by that is, look, I don't have time for this, secret this and hiding behind this and, going all around. No, if you have something to say to me, it needs to be said. If you are interested in me, that needs to be made clear. If you want to do business or you're thinking about it, you need to, mount up, speak up, because otherwise I have no interest in that. I need to be dealing with people who know who they are and know what they want and are not afraid to speak that are not afraid of the unknown or the uncertainty and all these things that we all deal with. But um that's why I'm trying to make this stuff plain and clear in a public notice. Like, look, Be cautious because everything that you get outside of, of the person themselves may not be that accurate. If you want to know something, go to the person, okay? If you can. Now, I get when there's dysfunctional situations and toxicity, that's different, right? If you're dealing with the psycho crazy, like you already know it's like waste of time. But I'm talking about in the more normal, healthy, and balanced scenarios. You have an interest in somebody, or you're thinking about, partnering up with somebody in business, and, the more normal situations, then you got to go for it and open your mouth. I don't have no, yeah, I have a total distaste in my mouth for those who are cowards. I do. Because, here's why. I'm going to explain. It's not that I'm being mean, because I've gone through just as much as the next person, probably more, to be honest. Okay. And I know, I've had a share of experiences to where I know what the feeling of, uncertainty or rejection, or, things not going the way you thought. And, I get all of that. I've suffered like everyone else, yet pretty damn bold. And what I mean by that is I never stopped trying, right? That's all I mean. I knew essentially at the end of the day, yeah, it's always a risk. It's going to be yes or no. You know what I'm saying? They may like you, they may not. They may want to partner up with me in business or not. They may, we all go through this. They may want to give you the job or not. They may, like, we don't get anywhere sitting and just looking behind a screen at somebody on their platform. And because that's a waste of life and energy and time. And I can only speak for me. I can't speak for all, readers and healers or whatever, but I'm just in a place it's like, no, because that's to do with growing up and healing and maturing. It's a part of life. And so I'd rather not deal with those kinds of people. If people gotta, try to do sneaky shit 6 months, trying to do shit, and it's like, no, thank you. I'm not interested. How about that? How about that? I'm not interested. No, thank you. Because you should have came to me and learn how to sharpen your own intuition and pay attention to your own senses and guidance. And other people, if it's business and you're watching, then you're able to see things, from that perspective in terms of the engagement or whatever trends, or what I'm saying, whatever you're looking at. So then you have that data on top of, if you reach out in your own boldness and courageousness, right? Then from there, okay. So anyway, I know that I kind of went all over the track there, but it all goes together in terms of listen, public notice. Do not be getting information, or do not be trusting or believing, because I do have karmic. Hell, I'm gonna be on the 100. I have more than karmic family. I have karmic motherfuckers that's stalking me. Okay, that's cyber stalking and trolling me and trying to sabotage my progression. So whether they're family or not, you know what I'm saying, and they're reaching out to you collective and stuff like that, don't believe shit these people are saying. Okay. I've had people create false profiles and platforms with my information. Okay. My picture, my information. These people have stolen content. These people have done all sorts of stuff. Okay. So if you get some rando somebody, that's why I don't believe in speaking. I'm like, my eyebrows start to go up when I start seeing certain things in business too. Like, you don't have to go about slandering some tarot reader that you don't like. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not with that. To me, that makes me question some things. I feel we all have the right to stand up for ourselves, but I'm talking about people that try to be sneaky and go into the inbox or the comments, or, like in a sneaky, snaky way to get people to not follow a certain tarot reader or a certain Reiki master. Like, if you operating like that, you ain't divine. You know what I'm saying? Because you wouldn't be acting like that. You're in lack, okay, because you feel you have to do that. If you knew who you were and were aligned with source, you would know that you don't have to do that, and that anybody that you're suspecting to be off, that people's guidance systems would kick in and balance would be restored. But if you're not the hall monitor, you can say, hey, be cautious and aware and follow your guidance, which is smart. But targeting people based on your own perception, your perception cloaked in what the truth of the matter is, your own personal envy, insecurity, or jealousy, or feeling like you're gonna lose clients and customers. That's what be driving shit. And that's what should let us all know that we might be in a lack mentality then. Because other readers or healers getting customers and clients or viewers and subscribers doesn't do anything negative towards you. The universe is abundant. We're always co-creating. So that's a side note, non-related, okay? For somebody there, okay? All right, bright souls, beautiful beings. I love and appreciate y'all. And so hopefully in the next few days, maybe by Saturday, I'll be able to um Saturday, yeah. Yeah, Saturday I should be able to get you guys like the full reading and all that stuff back on schedule, okay? All right, you guys, but let it be heard, let it be known, and let it be understood. And if you're wanting to know more about that, if you have some questions about what I'm saying, sure, you can email me or comment here, okay? Because right now, I still have my personal phone information. Um, I'm not sharing it at this time. So you can either email me or Etsy or, any of the platforms here, the TikTok. And so I'll reply to you that way. Okay. And understand that I'm sharing all of this because first and foremost, all of this stuff was done behind my back. I had to find it out. Second of all, I was not given proper, in all of these situations, this stuff, I was not given a proper moment to be able to voice my truth or voice or say what I needed to say while all of these things were being done. And so this is my justice, okay? In terms of I will speak and I will be heard. I will not be shut down, okay? And also for my own, since I'm on platforms and stuff, giving you guys fair warning. Do not be listening to these people, okay? Contacting you, claiming they know me and they're my family, and they just want to let you know they're karmics and they're trying to sabotage my life, okay? Because I have moved on. I don't want anything to do with them because they have been hell bent on trying to hurt and sabotage my life, whether they're willing to admit it to you all or anyone else or not. They have been doing this stuff secretly. They have been lying. They've been trying to set me up. They have been smear campaigning. They've been stealing. My own sister slept with my ex, and just you know, crazy shit. So I don't want anything to do with any of them. Practicing spell work, acting like they wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Have no regard for my life or my sons. Okay, looking at us like we're dispensable, but fraud and putting shit on their platforms like they're supportive. They wouldn't have done the shit they've done to us if they were. So that's why I'm not trying to hear it. Okay. And if you've known our family all these years, I highly recommend before you just be believing some shit, think. That's all I'm going to say about that. Get over that whole image shit, but think. Okay. Now, I don't really care at the end of the day because if you're willing to just believe all that, then you're probably karmic too. So then good luck to you as well because I don't have time for that. Okay. All right. Anyway, love and light to you guys of high vibe energy. Namaste.